Well, today we are going to talk more about the happy farmer. So let's just review a few things. First of all, what key is it in? Very good. Yes, F. Why is it in the key of F? Great. 1 B flat. Yes, very good. All right, and then who was the composer of this piece? Yes, Robert Schumann. And do you remember some other Schumann we talked about? Right, Clara Schumann, when we had the twinkles, we had the merry variations. Yeah, we talked about Clara Schumann, his wife. All right, and we are going to talk about some different things in here, but begin with the F scale. So I'm going to have you play the F scale and see what you remember about the F scale. So is that hand position like the traditional, or not traditional, but the common 5-4-3-2-1, 3-2-1 position? Yes, very good. Okay, play the F scale, 2 octaves, please. Great. Right hand. How about the fingering on that one? You're right, that's a little bit different. We play those 4 fingers and come up. Okay, go ahead. Great. Okay, now we're going to play the chords. I think you remember we had worked on those inversions. Here's a question for you. Do you remember when we had this chord, this F chord? Yes, very good, during Rhody. Yes, that's the first time we had that. That's a long time ago, so of course we keep using those things again. All right, so go ahead and play the root. First inversion, second inversion. Great. Okay, we want to know those because in this song we are going to use a whole bunch of those, and they're actually going to be the animals, because it's a pretty fun little story here. I remember we talked about it a little bit last week. So let's just review the farmer's part, how he's singing. I love to sing, I really love to sing. I work all day just baling hay. I love to sing. I love to sing, I really love to sing. I work all day just baling hay. I love to sing. Great, very good. Now, what I was really hearing you play was that left hand, his voice. We've got that deep sound. So that was good. So today we're going to add those animals in there. So we talked a little bit about those chords. So let's look at these particular ones. And I have a new way of showing you something. So this very first one, we're actually going to call the pigs, but I'm going to show you how we're going to name that. So if you look at the first chord, think of these top 2 notes as balloons. And the bottom balloon, as they're floating up, the name of the bottom one, that's going to be the name of the chord. I think that's a really cool way to look at that one. And yes, you remember that we named the bottom one that looks like what did we talk about? Yes, a snowman. Very good. So we have 2 snowmen, and we got some balloons on the top. And how about this one? Does this look like the first example here, but there's 2 balloons going up? Great. Yep. And what's the name of that one? Yes, B flat. Very good. Okay, so look at how those 4 in particular are the same looking, meaning that they've got the bar on top, the 2 1/8 notes, and they are barred. We're going to actually call those pigs because they say oink, 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 oink. Okay, so here's how they sound. There's that second inversion, and then we go to the root, and then the second inversion of the B flat, and then the F chord. I'll play those one more time for you, then your turn. I'm very light. Okay, now this third one, when I play the full second inversion, and then I have to only play the top 2 because the right hand's going to come in with the melody note. Okay, go ahead and play the chords, starting with the second inversion. Yep, good job. Root, okay, B flat. Nice. Okay, now we're going to say oink, oink this time, so it sounds like this. Oink, 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 turn. Go ahead. Oink, oink, nice. Oink, 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 oink. Okay, I will play the left hand and you play those oinks. 1, 2, ready, go. Nice, very good. I love playing those little duets. They are very, very fun. All right, then, what else can we do here? We're going to look ahead, and remember when the woman starts, I love to sing, I really love to sing. Good, we're going to have some little baby chicks in there because there's a couple little voices there. And then we come down and get those notes. Now we could play it 2 different ways because your hand is a little bit larger. I think we're going to have you come down and get those things. Okay, so we want to preview this. We're going to go up to that note. Now look at the music. There's this little accent mark there. So we don't want to make it staccato. We just make it a little bit loud. And then we're going to actually slide down. And then the thumb is only going to get that C note because the left hand is going to come and get that B flat note. So one more time on that big slur. Okay. Sorry. Okay, now this next part's pretty fun. So we've got the wife, I really love to sing, but she's got this jolly voice, like ho, 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 ho. And so our hand is going to do that. We've got that slur, we go to that accent, and then your thumbs comes down, and she's going to have a belly laugh. I really love to sing, and the left hand comes in there. So let's try that again. So we're going to pick that slur. To sing. All right, so like when you're doing, pretend you're doing a jumping jack. You're going to jump off the ground, not here, but on here. And that's a little longer note. Okay, nice job. What else can I tell you? All right, and when we had the melody in the left hand, as we do in this song, do you remember what song in book 1 also had the melody in the left hand? Right, Little Playmates. So this week I'm going to have you review that just so your right hand can remember to be playing louder like that. So, all right, so I'm going to play the whole song for you, and then we are going to move on to having you play some more. Okay, so we will get back to this a little bit more next week. Great job.